Hello everyone, and welcome back to Quest for Glory, number 5! So, last episode, if I remember right, as this is a new session, we cleared out the mercenary hideout on Sifnos. Which basically means we are ready to head off and do the rites of rulership next. Sorry, I just remembered I need something that I put into my banco, or I put into my chest in my room. I literally just remembered it. So there's that. Actually, let me take a quick gander over at my guide. Double check, make sure I know what it is that I have to do for the next rite. And then we'll go from there. Get that. Okay. Looks like I am exactly where I thought I was. Good. Again, sorry, just double checking. I want to try to complete an entire path, as I've never done that before. There's a lot of extra puzzle points that you can get that I've never gotten. And so I'm trying to do that this run. So, if I can. Anyway. So. Alright. Off to the Hall of Kings, actually. We are ready to head into the next Rite of Rulership. The Rite of Valor. I think that's where we are. I know that we're ready to go into the Rite of Valor. I think we have all the stuff for it. Really now? Come on. You can't just walk over there. Any info? Archmage Ill, the great wizard Erasmus, who's been a friend of Samaria for many years, is reported to have contracted a mysterious illness. He remains unconscious at his home in the clouds. I think... So there is something that can only be done by a wizard. But because I have wizard spells, I might be able to do it. I'm curious. Oh, hi, Rakesh.
Good day to you. Ready to begin your next quest? You will need the use of a boat if you are to find where the Hesperian mercenaries have established their base.
I totally forgot to talk to him.
It is always a pleasure to speak with you.
Oops. Oh, nope, that's not my drink.
I am in darkness, my friend. I believe I know who is behind these things, but he is shielded to me. I cannot sense the good or evil within him. Until I know for certain, I cannot act. I know so little about boats. I prefer the solid land below my feet rather than deep water. Liantars do not swim particularly well. If you do not know how to swim, I'd advise you to learn. Waters are very dangerous for boats. You will need to face this as a warrior, and the mercenaries will respect your skills. Try to show mercy, and ask your foes to surrender, even if they despise you for it. General Claudius is the key to this. If you defeat him, or get him to surrender, then the rest of the mercenaries will accept their defeat. Do not kill more than is necessary. Through your actions, perhaps those who live for war will learn peace.
I mean...
And remember, forethought and planning are vastly superior to afterthoughts and regrets. Prepare yourself well.
I mean, I think that we kind of did not do that because I literally just went all like genocide on that fortress. So, activate a teleport spell upon this magical portal. Oh, sweet! So I can do this. It won't give me any points because I'm not a mage, but I think I can do this as a paladin just because I have the trigger spell.
Awaits you.
There's some bugs in this version of the game, it seems like. Knock on the door. Doors magically begin to open. Magically, because it's totally not the two dragons that are pulling it. Granted, they're probably not real dragons, and they probably are magical statues. So it is possible that it is magically. I've never been here during this period before. Oh, look, it's Fenris. And Erasmus's chair. I'm just seeing if we can see Erasmus or if he is somewhere else. I kind of wondered. Looks like he's somewhere else. Wasn't sure if we'd get a chance to see Erasmus being ill or, like lying down in bed or something, or if this was the extent of it.
There's
makes sense.
something wrong with Erasmus. He was staying up so late practicing the Wizard World game, and now he won't wake up. Before he was wired, now he's unplugged. I'm starting to get really worried. I've tried everything in spell I know trying to wake Erasmus. Erasmus seemed fine. A little obsessed with that game, but that's normal for him. Then he had a snack and he fell asleep and he hasn't woken up since. I'd expect him to be playing the game, sleep or no. It's taken a lot of magic to keep this house up here. I never expected to do this on my own. It's a real drain on my resources, let me tell you. He was just eating those chocolates you sent him, then he zonked out. He's not even snoring. I've never seen him like this. Quiet!
Explain that you never gave Erasmus chocolate.
But the chocolate box said that they were from you. We found them on the platform in Silmaria, and Erasmus assumed you'd left them for him. I know the box is around there somewhere. Here, you take it. I'm really worried. I'm not sure what I would do without Erasmus. If you think of a way to help Erasmus, let me know, okay? Bye.
I was like continually just swimming. For no reason at all. That was kind of funny. Alright. So yeah, if you don't have the trigger spell, you can't get in here at this point. But if you do have the trigger spell, it looks like you can come up here, which is kind of cool. I wonder if I can only come up here this one time, or if I'm able to come back here whenever I want, since I have the trigger spell. So that's interesting. Alright, so we have chocolate box. Candy has the odor of overripe fruit. But I know somebody who could take a look at this chocolate since it's probably drugged with something. I mean, that's only my guess, but I'm just saying. If he got zonked out by it, that's probably what happened, so.
Ugarte is really lucky to be alive right now, even if he is still unconscious. That poison is nasty stuff. It was sure a good thing that you happen to have those poison cure pills handy.
Yeah, and unfortunately I can't glitch the game and get the super poison cure pills.
It's a real trip to see you again. I'm happy to know that the poison cure pills helped Ugarte. Of course, they didn't actually cure him, but at least they kept him alive. I think that more people will be buying poison cure pills now, so if you use any, be sure to replace them before you run out of them. I'm trying to find a true antidote to that really freaky poison, but it's tough. It's got some rare kind of stuff that I've never seen before. Watch your step. Sagittarius is rising early, and it always makes him cranky. You never want to cross a cranky constellation, you know. You might become its arch enemy. The Zodiac never lies. Old Sag is a straight shooter. Thanks. I bet this'll really hit the spot for the late-night munchies.
You explain that you believe this chocolate is drugged.
Oh, then I guess they give me the munchies instead of fixing them. That's not so good. I'll have to check these things out. I'll let you know what I learn about them.
Yay!
Welcome. You have proved yourself a hero once more with Ugarte. I have been tending Ugarte. It is most sad that with all my knowledge of healing, he is not getting better. We are used to dealing with many rare plants and minerals here, but I have never before encountered the main ingredient of the assassin's poison. It must be a very rare plant.
Oh man, using a sweet innocent little plant to make a nasty poison. That's like really mean.
Even after the poison cure pills, the poison remains in Ugarte's system. He is alive, but he will not be well until we find the antidote. May your path be guided by your wisdom.
Alas, once again, somebody is down, and we have no way of helping them. Let's head on into Chakra's place.
The Archmage Erasmus has been drugged. No one is able to bring him out of his sleep. Forgive my manners today. I am distracted by what has happened to Erasmus. You are very welcome here. I tried many spells to awaken Erasmus, but he remains asleep. I don't understand what is going on here. Why harm Erasmus this way? It bothers me greatly that I cannot seem to do anything about this situation. I do not like feeling helpless. Erasmus seems to be sleeping peacefully, but he cannot be awakened. Neither my spells nor Julinar's healing have had any effect. If Fenris were not there to help him, Erasmus could very well sleep himself to death. Fortunately for Erasmus, Fenris casts most of the household spells himself. Fenris is very upset, but he can keep the house afloat as long as Erasmus is alive. Fenris does not want to think what will happen if Erasmus does die. Fenris suspected that Erasmus was drugged when Erasmus fell asleep in the middle of drinking tea while playing a magical game. Erasmus loves games and is a keen competitor, so Fenris knew something was wrong with the tea. Fortunately, Fenris prefers root beer. Be careful. There are many forms of danger, and some may be as innocent in appearance as a cup of tea. Farewell.
Interesting. I don't know why that's different. Very interesting. I am curious. There seems to be a lot of like points where it's like, oh, this is what happened, except that it's actually this, you know?
Did you hear the latest news? The weird wizard has fallen asleep and can't be awakened. Something even stranger than usual is going on there.
We fear the Archmage Erasmus has been drugged in some manner.
Oops.
With all the murders going on here, I bet I know who did it. It must have been the druggist and the apothecary with the poison.
Beloved, you are the druggist.
Oh, that's right. I've got an alibi. Guess it was someone else then. I'm delighted that my business has boomed so, but it's kind of a bummer when you think about the why of it. We're trying to figure out what kind of drug has Erasmus out of it, but we really need to get some of the drug to tell for sure. Let me know if you happen to score any of it.
I have literally given it to you.
Julinar and I were teleported to this really cool place by a talking mouse. It sounds wild, but we weren't tripping, honest. It was so mellow there, we just sort of floated around. We couldn't get the whiz to wake, but other than that, it was totally neat. If Colonel Mustard comes up to you carrying the lead pipe, don't trust him. I suspect he eats meat and has other nasty habits.
If It is a pleasure in this time of so many hardships to see your friendly face. It disturbs me, this drug that has stricken the Archmage. I have heard of sickness from which the victim will fall asleep, but not one from which they will not awaken. The wizard Fenris assured us that his companion was not suffering from a magical spell, nor did I find signs of illness upon the Archmage. Thus I believe that it must be some sort of drug of which we do not know. He appears to sleep peacefully, but it is strange. Like the coma that those poisoned by the assassins suffer, it is a sleep that brings no healing to the body. It is a sleep without rest. I know that you grieve for your wizard friend. Here, take these magical flower seeds. They grow almost overnight and spread great beauty and fragrance. I hope that this will make your journey less sad.
Yeah, flowers soothe the soul.
Oh,
See ya.
yeah. I remember what these are for now. I was like, wait a minute, what are these?
Hey, thanks.
Then I remembered. I remember now. Magical seeds that grow practically overnight. So, let's do something with those, actually. Man, I'm finding all kinds of side quests to do before I turn in the rights of rulership. Not that that's a bad thing, you know, making sure that we get all the stuff here, so. It's just surprising. Sorry, I was like trying to hold back burps because I really don't want to like burp very, very loudly and such on the recording, you know? So, I feel bad enough when I sneeze or cough.
What's this for? High protein snacks?
You explained that these are magic seeds.
You mean like grow to the clouds, steal from a giant Jack and the Beanstalk sort of seeds? Cool. I could really use these.
You explained that the seeds only grow really fast.
Well, so much for that get-rich-quick scheme. Still, it is a nice gift. Thanks.
Yay! Alright. So that is another thing now that we've done to help out No Man and her in there. Maxed out at 550 honor, so there's that. Always wondered if there are, you know, abilities beyond the, I mean, I know they're not like programmed, but like, is the abilities that they give you here like the max point in which paladins can go in this universe, or are there points beyond that? Check this. Nope. Okay. Now I can go give the shield to these guys.
You have won the right of conquest. Everyone will be summoned to the Hall of Kings.
Boy, we got summoned right away.
The shield of General Claudius has been brought back by the Prince of Shapir. The invader base has been destroyed, and our kingdom shall remain free from their menace. Behold the winner of the right of
Yay.
conquest. However, again, tragedy has struck the rights of rulership. Magnum Opus was found dead outside the city beside the Dragon Pillar to the east. This was not a noble death. This was murder, pure and simple. All of your lives are in great danger. Take care and be wary always. Go now. Mourn our fallen comrade. You will all be summoned to the next rite of rulership.
Well, 2 hours later, you're dismissed to rest up and then return to the Hall of Kings.
The Hesperian mercenaries were vanquished, and Silmaria stands proudly. General Claudius was defeated. There is one enemy of this kingdom that has long been a foe for long centuries. It has the soul of evil, and thus draws evil to it. While it lives, there is fear. While it breathes, there is anguish. You will have to journey to the heart of terror and pain. You will face fire and fury, and above all, death. Journey to Hydra, there to face the creature that gives the island name. Teach it the fear and pain it has given others, and destroy it. Return with its teeth to prove your worth. This is the right of valor.
Yay! Right of valor. Escorted by the guards to the quarters of the Hall of Kings, eventually let out of the gate.
Right of valor is a throwback to tradition. The Hydra is a monster from antiquity and is seldom defeated. It cannot truly be killed, for it regenerates from any injury. Your greatest challenge will be in getting to Hydra Island. It is beyond the area where the fishing boats can safely travel. I am frustrated and angry, and Somaria feels like a cage. The assassin is waiting somewhere nearby. I am certain of that. I am afraid I am not the calm paladin I should be right now. Forgive me, my friend. The assassin is just a tool, and his master is the one that enrages me. I want vengeance rather than justice for the wrongs he has caused. Logos insisted that the Hydra would be the right of valor. He thought that it would get you, Elsa, and Gort away from Marit, and thus you would be safer from the assassin. I argued that by turning your back to a murderer, you only get struck from behind. You should be seeking the assassin rather than fighting some fabulous beast. Minos sided with Logos, and so you are seeking a monster rather than a madman. The Hydra is a three-headed dragon. It is almost entirely immune to magical spells. It can only be injured by a magical weapon. Not even the legendary heroes of yore could defeat the Hydra by themselves. With the defeat of General Claudius, I do not believe we will be troubled by an invading army anytime soon. All who wage war knew of the general's reputation and respected his abilities. They will not dare to share his defeat. Magnum Opus was found murdered on the road west of town. He was slumped against a broken dragon pillar. It was just like Kokino's death. This is no mere assassination. It is a ritualistic murder and has a darker purpose than we now know. We must learn the purpose of these murders and stop it before the murderer accomplishes it. Be particularly careful right now. I have a bad premonition of impending violence.
Very bad feeling right now. It's danger to the southwest. Quickly obey Rakish's order. Oh. It's the assassin. Managed to get Rakish to swallow a poison cure pill before he passes out from the poisons.
Guards, to me! Trouble!
Yay!
Rakish is unconscious, but he will live. He was struck by the poison, and without your antidote, he would be dead. You acted wisely and quickly. Rakish is a paladin, and does not believe in revenge. However, we all believe in justice. This assassin must be found, and pay the price for his actions. Find this assassin, Prince of Shapir, and make him face justice.
Oh boy. Very, very tall order. Finding the assassin. But we'll see what we can do. Especially since we have no idea what's been going on. Winner of the right is William Denham. Current standings in the rights of rulership, William Elsa Gort. Murder! The body of Magnum Opus, competitor for the rights of rulership, was found beside the shattered remains of a second dragon pillar. Marit mourns his courage and bravery. The fighters must travel to the island of Hydra, defeat the Hydra, and return with the Hydra's teeth. May the best person win. Rakish Satarna, paladin, narrowly escaped death by poison dagger. Assassin escaped by magical means. William Denham, Prince of Shapir, saved Rakish's life by giving the lion Tar some poison cure pills. Assassin is still largely considered to be extremely dangerous. Indeed. Extremely dangerous. Ay, ay, ay. The assassin is not fun. But that said, you know what? This is probably a good spot to end the episode off at. I do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to check the video description down below for a link to the playlist so that you can get caught up on any episodes you might have missed. And I'll see you all next time. See you later.